Day 14. A nice surprise. The sun came up this morning after the thunderstorms last night. I don't think it's going to be long-lived, though. I think we got some bad weather later in the afternoon, but we're going to make a charge to the next shelter and see what happens. We going to pass through Dix Creek Gap and at about 3.9 and then push on to Plumorchard. See how we feel. A little sore, so I don't feel like $1 million. There's that. I still can't get any of my videos uploaded, so I'm now, if I don't get anything up tonight, I'll be 3 days behind. So I figured I'd address that. I know I made a post on Facebook that I'm not dead, I just can't get any signal to post videos. So we'll see what happens when I get to Dix Creek. Maybe I'll put up a couple before heading on. All right, well, hopefully this day is better than yesterday, but I'll tell you, this shelter with a storm, deep gap shelter's where you want to be. There are mice, but we saw most of them outside, and then last night there was a couple sightings, or at least we heard them, but they left us alone. I don't think they were getting in our gear or us. So, yeah, but with it being closed in, I don't know about being on the bottom during a rainstorm. It kind of goes in through the front entranceway. If you're over in the corners, you'll be all right. But up top, it was warm, it was wind-free, and it was dry. So it was awesome. And with it only, like I said, it wasn't that cold yesterday, but with the wind and the rain, it was making it feel a lot colder. So up there, it was probably like 55 degrees, and it felt probably one of the best sleeps I've had. So there's that. All right. We have made it to Dix Creek Gap, which I kept calling Deep Gap. It's Dix Creek Gap. That made for a little bit of confusion. Coming out, got a parking lot and a trailhead that I can stand under in case this rain comes. It's a nice little spot. Picnic table off the road. Another picnic table up there, another one. But a nice little overhang there in case it starts pouring all of a sudden. We did hear it's supposed to rain about now. We decided to step out in case, try to get at least another 8 miles in today before the weather goes bad again. But we might be walking right into it. So, oh my God, trail magic. Trail magic. Water. I think so. We think this is some trail magic. We think somebody left a case of water here. That is too cool. I mean, there's a lot of cars in the parking lot, but there's nothing else here. It's gotta be for us, right? Gotta be. The forest is changing. Looks like we're coming up. I haven't seen this many pines since we started. So that's kind of cool, kind of coming into a pine forest. Well, the sun has definitely gone away, but it looks like the real showers will hold off until about 8 p.m. tonight. So we're making our push to Plumorchard Shelter, which is what I believe to be the last shelter on the Appalachian Trail prior to the the Georgia-North Carolina state line. And we're only 2.9 from there. Except we got a pretty good climb ahead of us right after we take this break. But that's it for the day for the most part. There's a little gap between two peaks, so we'll have to do that. But after that, it's all downhill to the shelter. It's a 8-mile day, I think, somewhere 8.1 maybe. Yeah, something about these rainy, dreary days, not fun for hiking. A little warmer than yesterday, or at least a little bit more comfortable. Plus we got a little bit of sunlight to start, which we didn't have yesterday. But yeah, it's kind of draining, and can't wait to get to camp. Looks like some of the first real damage done by the hurricane that we've witnessed as we're coming closer to North Carolina. Good on the clubs for getting the path clear. Pretty crazy looking. Well, it's starting to sprinkle. Looks like we're getting to the shelter just in time. Plenty of water source. Well, made it pretty much just in the nick of time. Started sprinkling, started getting heavier and heavier. I made a dash. Rescue didn't make a dash. Well, that was a rough one, but we made it, huh?
Yep, sure did.
Pretty nice shelter.
Aww.